of separating truth from fiction. How do we do that? How do we get somebody, because it's like brainwashing. I mean, it's psychological, but it's like, but of course it's the basis of all, as I say, with Star Wars, it's the basis of all religion. And they believe things that are patently unrealistic. Why do they believe it so fervently when it obviously can't be real? There's a mechanism in our brain, and in any primitive society, of which I think we're still primitive, where we want to believe things that are not believable. And it's mostly out of fear. The one thing in Star Wars is to say, the root of all evil is fear. And in order to become compassionate, you have to overcome your fear. It's just hard, which is why they say going to the light side is hard, going to the dark side is easy. You just, okay, you know, kick the dog. It's in my way. But it's easy to do that, but it's hard to say, no, that isn't the right way to do it. And that's what and Star Wars is also saying we're both those things. We have two sides of ourselves, the good side, the bad side, and what our job is try to keep balance in the Force in terms of the good side and the bad side, because we've all got both of it. So you have to struggle to keep the good side going, and if you just become evil, then you just spew that into the world, because it's easier. Steal stuff, kill people, do all those things that nobody likes, except for evil people.
An apt metaphor, yeah.
But there's a lot of that. You know, I think, you know, anthropology in the future has got a great future, because I think the focus will be more on what the questions are, you know, whether it's, again, philosophy, whether it falls into the, you know, they say everything is sliced very thin, but you can just go across all those things and say things like that matter to us. Why do we, what would be a good government? I mean, I'm not sure democracy is working very well. We have to come up with a new form of democracy. We have to come up with a new, you know, because this isn't going to last that long. I mean, we've already seen the cracks and the vulnerability. So somebody's got to invent a new one that's better, that works better, that you can't have bad people circumvent and go, you know, we got to protect ourselves from ourselves even more than we used to. But that's anthropology. That's saying we constructed this methodology to keep us from doing that. You know, it's the kind of thing that, you know, Africa, you go in the villages and you go into the villages and the kids can all have sex with each other until they get to puberty. Then they can't. Then they go to the old men and get married. And the reason that you can, when you're, you want all the young guys to say, okay, I've had mine, now I'm going to wait until I, you know, once I am 12, I kill my lion and everything, and then I'm thinking that I'm going to have a wife. And I'll do that.
I think we have to think about anthropology today sort of as a method, right, as an approach to all of the contemporary issues.